Welcome back to Homelab Works, where we build smarter, learn faster, and break things safely. Today, we will be installing Windows 11 inside Oracle VirtualBox. My name is Sammy. Let's get started. To begin, you will need to go to Microsoft official download page and grab the latest Windows 11 ISO. So you go ahead, you open your favorite web browser. For this lab, for this demonstration, I'm using I'm using Brave. So you can go ahead and type download Windows 11, and please make sure that you grab the file directly from Microsoft website, not from some other shady website. So now that you are on the official Microsoft website, you go all the way down, you will see download Windows 11 disk. You go ahead, you select your version, you select this version right here, and then you confirm. And then you go ahead and you choose the language that you want. I am going to choose English United States, and I'm going to click on confirm. And now you do have your link. You go ahead and then you click 64-bit download. You go ahead and you download. It will take a little time. Give it some time. It will go ahead and download everything for you. And while it is downloading, it is a good idea to download VirtualBox. And after you download VirtualBox, it is also a good idea. You can also install the extension pack. I'm going ahead and download it. I've not downloaded the extension pack, so I just downloaded it, which is a good thing. All right. And now you can go ahead and open your File Explorer, and then you will see the programs that you have downloaded. So after you are done installing VirtualBox, you can come right here. After that, you go ahead and you double click on the extension pack, and then it will ask you, do you want to install? You're about to install a VirtualBox extension pack, etc., etc. You can go ahead and click yes. You install the extension pack. You should go ahead and read if you want to read. Almost nobody reads all of these. And then click on I agree. It will ask you for permission. You go ahead and do that. So once you are done installing Oracle VirtualBox and then the extension pack, you open VirtualBox, which I have open right here, and then you click on the new button right here. Click new. Okay, and then VM name. So for the purpose of this lab, I'm going to name it Windows-Lab. You can go ahead and give it any name. You can call it Windows 11. I'm actually going to call it Windows 11 Lab, Windows 11-Lab. You can go call it Windows 11-Lab, Windows 11 Lab, Windows OS, or anything else that you want. And for the ISO, you come here, okay, and then you click on Other, and then you go ahead and you pick the file that you just downloaded. Okay, this is the file, the ISO file. Actually, let's unclick this. Okay, let's unclick this and let's keep it very simple. All right, we unclick it and we proceed, and let's go here, specify hardware. So for this 4 or more gigabytes, let's go ahead and my computer has a lot of resources, so I'm going to give it quite a lot. But if you do not have enough resources, 4 gigabyte, okay, 4096 megabyte, that equal 4 gigabyte, that is more than enough. But since my computer has enough resources, so I'm going to give it quite a lot. Okay, so I'm going to give it about 16 gig. Again, you may go ahead and give it less, and I'm going to give it up to 8 CPU cores. Okay, and I'm going to, for the hard disk, make sure you have at least 50 gig, but by default it gives me 80. I will keep it at 80 gigabyte, and I'm gonna click on finish. Okay, and now you can go ahead and go into settings if you want, and you make sure that everything is perfect here. For instance, you can rename the lab here. Let's say you made a mistake, you want to rename it, give it some other name, you can do so right here. And system will make sure that everything is perfect here. 16 gig of RAM, up to 8 CPU cores, display, and 128, that's perfect. You may also do this if you want. This is very good, and it will actually sharpen the graphics for you. And for storage, this is my ISO file right here, and this is the virtual disk drive. So everything else should be okay. I'm not going in too deep into this. I'm not going to enable circuit adapter or even go to bridge mode. There's a few other stuff I can actually show you right here. You can also go ahead and click on bridge adapter. I'm not going to do that right now. I'm going to leave it on NAT. Okay, and everything else stays default, and I'm going to just click OK. And it is now time to start our Windows 11 Lab virtual machine. So now go ahead and click on the start button to start our Windows 11 Lab virtual machine. Let's give it a little time so it can boot up. You press enter, you press any key, and then you start. And as this is starting, I'm going to actually make the screen a little larger so all of you can see a little better. I'm going all the way like this, and I'm going to under view, screen mode, and let's go to 150. So right now you go ahead and then you choose your language. I'm gonna leave it as is on English. You may go ahead and choose your own. Okay, I'm gonna leave it as is and click on next. Same here, default settings. And yes, I would like to install Windows 11. I'm going to click I agree. We continue. And when you come here, you can go ahead and say, I do not have a product key. Okay, I don't have a product key, and it will let you continue, with no issues at all. All right, so when you come here, I recommend you click on Windows 11 Pro, unless you want to try some other versions like the Windows 11 Education or Windows 11 Home, etc., or some other versions. But let's go ahead and click on Windows 11 Pro and click next. And you go ahead and accept the license terms. Now we reach the part where it has disk. So I'm gonna keep everything simple. I'm just gonna click next. But if you're installing this on a real laptop or desktop that had a previously installed Windows or any other operating system, you would go ahead and delete partition. But for now, there's nothing to delete, and this is a fresh new install on a virtual machine. Let's go ahead and click next, and it will start installing Windows 11 for us. Yes, and go ahead and click on install. This is gonna take a little time. Let's meet up in the end of the installation. Now that our system just had its last restart, let's go ahead and set up the system. All right, I'll give it some time for it to load properly. All right, so now that the system boots properly, you go ahead and then you pick up your favorite language. I'm going to give it to United States for the region. And we come here, and I'm gonna keep it also to US. You may go ahead and choose whatever keyboard layout. I'm gonna leave it to US. I'm gonna skip a second layout, and the next screen is gonna check for some updates. It may take a little while based on your internet connection. All right, so for now you can go ahead and then name your device. Let's go ahead and give it a name. I'm gonna call it Lab PC. That would be a good name. Lab-PC. You can go ahead and give it any name. Okay, I'm gonna name it Lab PC, and it may go ahead and restart once more. Let's wait. All right, so after one more restart, let's go ahead and click on setup for personal use. Okay, and click on next. And when it comes to here, if you see a local account, you may go ahead and choose it. But Microsoft has gone ahead and remove everything, so you cannot, or you can no longer create a local account. There are ways to do that. However, I'm not going to show them on screen. For now, I'm just going to click on update later. I'm not going to complete all this. I'm going to say update later. And you come here, and then you may go ahead and create a new account if you do not have a Microsoft account already. or if you already had one, you can just go ahead and sign in. And there are some other ways that that you can use a local account, but I'm not going to show them on screen right now. And after you go ahead, you either use an existing account or you create a new one. You go ahead, you create your PIN. And I'm gonna choose something easy here for the PIN, okay? Preferably 8 characters instead of 4, because 4 is a little easier to guess or crack. And on the following screen, I am going to disable everything, location, find my device, include option. Go ahead and just unclick everything and then click accept. Getting things ready for you. So it should be ready any second now. All right, so on the next screen, you may go ahead and pick something, but I'm not gonna pick anything at all. I'm just gonna click on skipped. So I click on skip. And here, you may go ahead and do that if you want to. I'm gonna click on skip once more. Okay, one more time. I'm gonna click on skip. I'm not gonna do any configuration for OneDrive or anything else. I'm gonna click on that now. Let's just go and do everything simple. Declare Microsoft 365. Again, let's skip everything simple. We do not want any services at the moment. Let's decline everything. Click on skip again. And now that the system loads properly, let's go ahead and install the guest additions in order for us to go full screen. You can come over here, click on I think it's under devices, and then you go ahead and click on insert guest additions CD image. Click, and then you can go ahead and then you open File Explorer, and then when you click on this PC, you should be able to see that there is a drive in there, which is the VirtualBox guest addition. You can go ahead and double click it, and you can go ahead and pick this one right here. Double click. It will ask for your permission. You can go ahead and click yes, install. All right, yes. All right, let's go ahead and click on next on the installation of the guest additions. It will take that much space. Go ahead and click next, install, and give it a little time. It will do its job. Okay, so now that it's done, let's just go ahead. You can do that if you want to do anything, but let's go ahead and reboot now, okay? And let's meet once the system loads back up. It is also a very good idea to always come here and you take a snapshot. So again, when you take a snapshot of the system, just in case you wanted to work on something and then you break it, or you break the system doesn't want to boot anymore, you can always come here and then you restore that snapshot. Okay, so you come here and then you create a snapshot, take a snapshot, make a right click on take snapshot. You can go ahead and give it any name. I'm gonna say fresh Windows install, if I can type fresh Windows install, and then you may put anything. Let's say you have just installed an antivirus, right? You can go ahead and then say antivirus install or anything else, or put it in the description below, or any other thing that might come up in your mind, and then click on OK, and it will go ahead and take a snapshot of the system running in this state exactly. Let's say if I had multiple browsers open or multiple projects that I was working on, they would still stay open because it takes a snapshot, a live backup of the system running. If you're following along, congratulations, you just installed Windows 11 inside Oracle VirtualBox. Now you have a clean Windows installation system which you can use to do anything you want. Browse the web, watch YouTube, open your email, do cybersecurity labs with it, do any testing, Homelab, etc. So go ahead, like and subscribe for future videos. I'll see you there.